Hello everyone, it's Michael Lazar here. Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, I wanted to thank you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers on the channel. Now for some people, 1,000 subscribers seems like nothing. Seems like, that's a drop in the bucket. And for some people, 1,000 subscribers is like, whoa, that's a crazy number. And for me, it's less about the number and more about what that means for Byzantine Chant, or at least what my channel wants to promote. Shows that one, Byzantine chant is not dying, and that Byzantine chant is a art form that has potential and has growth in the future. It also shows that people in the Orthodox Church, or at least in church in general, want to be more involved. They don't want to just sit around and just have it go around. They want to be hands-on in their faith, and I think that's something my channel provides. That people who want to be hands-on with the worship can do that, and don't just have to sit on the side and listen to the 80-year-old chant at the church. They can be, they can hear that 19-year-old kid online telling them "Ni pavu," And I think one more thing that this channel provides is an outlet for the youth to learn about their faith in a way that is more direct. Instead of learning about obscure theology through readings and texts that they might not fully understand, they can learn about theology in a digestible manner through the texts of the church, through singing them. And I think that this channel really provides an accessible format for people to learn from. So the purpose of this channel initially was to teach the people at my church how to chant. So I would have a Zoom class every week, and people would come and I would record it, put it on this channel. Now, if you go back a couple hundred videos ago, you won't find them. And the reason why is this. As I posted those videos, people who were not in my church began to watch them. And I was a bit confused, why am I getting subscribers? I was only supposed to have 4 or 5 people in my class. Why do I have 10, 20 subscribers? And I realized that, people who are not in my church are finding these videos useful. And I looked at my videos, I was like, these videos could be much better well done. So I took down all the videos. I have a little bit of experience with camera work and microphones and editing. And thank God at home, I had all these resources I could use. I didn't have to go out and spend $1 million on random stuff. I had a bunch of stuff at home already. So, I said, okay, I'm going to go and make short videos, maybe 5 minutes, teaching each concept and put them out. So in total, it's maybe 1 to 2 hours of content teaching all people need to really get involved so they can start chanting hymns. And when I started doing that, then I saw a lot of growth and people actually wanting to learn how to chant. And I felt very a lot of gratitude for that. A lot of gratitude that I have this ability to serve other people and that I get a lot of fulfillment from it. I think that as time goes on, my purpose, the core purpose of teaching chanting is the same, but some other purposes might branch out. So one other purpose that I think I learned a lot about over the years is that there's not a lot of good English recordings out there. So, I go online to look up chants to listen to. The only thing I would listen to is Arabic and Greek chants. Because the English chants, either they're OCA style, they're 4-part, the Russian style. There's nothing in Byzantine style that's good. A lot of the stuff that are in Byzantine style, they're not authentic. They don't have the correct, ornaments, tuning, style when it comes to ephos, like how the song should sound. A lot of these things are just missing that the Greek and Arabic recordings had, but they weren't present in English recordings. So, later on, I started posting recordings. And you might notice that the last 30, 40 videos I posted were just recordings, no teaching. A lot of it's just because, I like to get it out there where people can hear English things that they can reference. They want to learn tone 2 and they want to listen to things in tone 2. Well, if they listen to OCA tone 2, that's not going to teach them tone 2. That's just going to teach them Western theory. They want to learn correct tone 2. They have to listen to Byzantine tone 2. And if it's not out there, they're not going to learn it. So definitely one of the other purposes that I've been working on recently has been to add more to the English repertoire of recordings. Another thing that has taught me a lot, not just about the channel, but where I want to go with in the future, is the time I spent at the Antiochian Village. If you don't know what the Antiochian Village is, it is a summer camp / retreat area for young Orthodox Christians. It's from the Antiochian Archdiocese, but you don't have to be Antiochian Orthodox to go there. And a lot of it is youth work and working with the youth. So I spent 2.5 months there as a counselor teaching Christian education, and also I taught chanting as well. So I taught a couple things, and being there for 2.5 months teaches you a lot about not just yourself but the state of the youth. And I think that this channel, with Teaching Byzantine Chant, can provide a lot for the youth in giving them an outlet for their faith that is healthy and a good substitute for things that the world has to offer. If you spend your free time studying chanting and learning new hymns, that's much better than spending your free time, playing video games or going out and partying or doing, God knows what else. And I definitely feel like chanting, for me, growing up, has provided me a lot of spiritual stability and comfort that I've been able to have that a lot of my other peers, frankly, just didn't have because they didn't have the blessing of people who could teach them chanting. And I feel like if I can be that person for people who can teach chanting to them and provide them that stability in their lives, that would be very rewarding and fruitful for me, and for the glory of God and for the youth, so they can grow as Christians and not have to turn to worldly things for their own satisfaction. So in the future, do I want to do more recordings? Yes, for sure. But probably I'll be a little less heavy on recordings and transition a bit more to teaching, just because, when I'm at the village, you have 2 hours a day to record. You can't really script something and figure something out and edit it in 2 hours, but you can get 5 good recordings in 2 hours. You know what I mean? So a lot of it is making sure that I teach more than I just show recordings. Another thing in the future, someone gave me this idea, is to teach the tones, 8 tones. Now, you can't really teach a tone in 4 or 5 minutes. Tones are so complex and have so many different genres and variation that could take 20 to 30 minutes to give a proper video that could, give everything for a tone. Some tones like 4 might be longer than some tones like 7 or 3. But, having a video that teaches the tones, definitely something I want to put on the radar. Another thing, teaching classes. I taught one class in May, and I thought that teaching it taught me a lot about what works on Zoom, what doesn't work on Zoom, lesson preparation, things like that. So definitely would consider doing another class in the fall, but just depends on my workload. I am double major. I am biology and music composition, piano performance as well. So it's like, some days I'm working from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. I mean, so, it's hard for me to fit a class in, but I'm going to assess how I feel at the beginning of the semester, and then might throw in maybe a 4 or 5 week course somewhere in there. So be on the lookout for that if that does happen. And finally, I think in the future I just want to, try giving back a bit more when it comes to the faith and see what I've done. If I can spend more time in places like the Antiochian Village, ministries like that where I can help out the youth or give back more, I'll figure out ways to do that. But for the channel, just expect less consistent uploads once the school year starts. Not saying I'm gonna upload less consistently, but if it happens, it happens. So thank you for watching. Again, thank God and thank you guys for helping reach 1,000 subscribers. It's really a pleasure for me. And other than that, see you in the next one, and have a great day.